Hello everyone. Hi Martine. It's so nice
Hi,
to be here with
Nancy.
you.
So nice
Uh,
to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited that we're doing this. This is a live to talk about the be part of the solution. We've been having so many conversations, you and me, on this initiative that we just decided to come live and to share all of our discussions with the world. So that's why we're here.
Amazing. Fabulous. So, Natalie, my first question, the background that I'd like to share with everybody is how did this idea come together? Where did you come to this idea from?
Yeah, thank you for this question because sometimes we forget, right? We get so involved in something we forget where it comes from.
Right.
Unfortunately, in the situation that we're in, we can't really forget because it's really connected to the war that we're in already 11 months since October 7th. It's connected to the situation, the horrible situation with the hostages, and with everything that's happening around the world, with the anti-Semitism rising, and I mean, the list is so long and so sad that we as the global network and me as the founder, we were seeing this. And in the beginning, we organized a lot of support groups. We had every 2 weeks support groups for Jewish women entrepreneurs from all around the world. But it still felt like we were not doing enough. And so I remember one day I had a post. I posted something in the Facebook group in our community on Facebook. And I just said, how can we be part of the solution? Everyone is complaining. Everyone is saying, we should do this. We should do that. How come we don't do this? How come we don't do that? And this whole negative energy, even though I understand people are hurt and people are sad, but I felt like we have to look at the positive. We have to look at how can we make a change? How can we be part of the solution? And not only us individually, but us as a community. So that's how the be part of the solution came about.
Very cool. We were all feeling that kind of need to do something and make a difference. And
Yeah,
some of us didn't know really how, right?
exactly. And I remember when you and I connected on this, right? Because the global network is a nonprofit, and everyone who is involved, including me, is volunteering. And so I knew that I needed someone to, take the lead on that project. And then when I suggested that you take the lead, you were like, "Yeah, amazing!" Right? That was your first reaction.
Absolutely. I was so excited because I've been looking and looking and looking, and I didn't really want to start something from scratch. I want to do help and use my skills where something was already kind of happening or there was already a community, because I felt there were so many people trying to do so many things that why reinvent the wheel? Let me rather use my skills to help something that's already in process, or with the community, there was already this huge community of amazing women. Why would I want to build a different community? Everything's already there. So yeah, I was super excited.
So let me ask you. So we got together. We knew we wanted to do something. We knew we wanted to be part of the solution. But I'm going to take you a little bit in the beginning of the process.
Right.
Can you remind everyone, so what did we start doing? What was the first things that we did in the beginning?
We started off with brainstorming, reaching out, asking the community, and then we set up 2 focus groups, where we basically discussed all our different ideas. We got feedback. People shared their ideas with us. We came up with more than one idea. And then we took it to the, what is the word? The board, right? It was the chapter leaders on the board, and we hashed it out there. And then we realized what we were thinking of doing was not quite on target, and a few more discussions and a few more calls, and after you spoke to 1 or 2 experts in the field of nonprofit and Jewish leadership, we came up with what we thought was an excellent project. and
Yeah.
it's what
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
launching now, right?
I like that you're sharing the process, because we always say that we are a grassroots movement. And a grassroots
Right.
movement means that it's not like we have two or three people deciding at the top and everybody else doing the same. Is that we do it from bottom up, right? We ask the people in the network, in our community, what they think, how they want to be involved. And what I felt was interesting was that from those focus groups and those surveys, there were basically, I don't know if you remember, there were like three types of women
Right.
that came out. We had one type was I know exactly what I want to do. I have my project. I even maybe want to start a nonprofit. I know what initiative I have. Maybe I need help, but I already have my idea and I'm already started. That was one type of person. Then we had another type of person that was like, I might have an idea, but I'm not sure which one, and I would need help understanding which idea, if it's a good idea. And we said, okay, that's interesting. We might be able to help. And the third group was more what you said, which was, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I don't want to start something new. I want to help and contribute to an existing initiative. And we
Right.
decided to be part of the solution would actually help this type of women, which actually was the majority of women who did not have a
Correct.
specific idea, but wanted to be involved in something existing. So we did get together, we did brainstorm, we did ask the women of our community, and now tell us, what is the be part of the solution today? So what does it look like today?
So it kind of evolved, and it's a combination of the feedback that we've got. Two of the three type of women that we established through the focus groups and the surveys, and we decided the best thing for us to do for our community would be to match up nonprofits that are working in the space of either helping Hasbara here in Israel, helping with the war effort, or just generally helping, working to combat global anti-Semitism all over the world, like what's going on the college campuses, whatever it is. That was the one thing. And it didn't even have to be like a established nonprofit. It could just be a small project, and that was also great. And we realized we've got this whole group of business experts, right? Because that's what we are. We're a community of women experts and leaders who have skills and knowledge and expertise that they want to use to help. And so we decided we would match up the business experts with these nonprofit initiatives to help both sides. The nonprofit will then get help and expertise in whatever it is that they need, what they feel that they have a gap or they're missing. And the experts have the opportunity to be part of the solution without starting from ground zero.
Oh, I love it. I even listening to you re-explaining the idea, I'm like, this is a brilliant idea. Who had that idea? Right? So I think it just confirms that that it is a good idea. I do want to speak about you said something about we're all experts, and and we're all leaders. And as a business mentor, I know that I've spoken to many women who actually, if you ask them, they have a business and they're successful in their business, but if you ask them, are you an expert or are you a leader, they will say no. And so I want to address that fact, because I think that some people are going to say, me, I'm not an expert, me, I'm not a leader. And I want to address that fact. Right? Yeah. So I think
they come back to me with that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's important to mention here that any woman who has a business is an expert. It doesn't matter in what. It could be you're an expert in organizing your time. It could be you're an expert in knowing how to use a certain application or system. It could be you're an expert in setting your room. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a business owner, if you have a business, if you have clients, if you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a freelance or a CEO or head of a 10 people team, or consultant, whatever you are. As soon as you found something that you can sell, you are basically an expert, and even if you don't know it, also a leader. But that's another conversation.
Right.
And so I want to say that it's important to mention, we said that in the post, but we want to repeat it here, that we're very well aware that business owners cannot give their services and products for free. So we're not asking you to give money. We're not asking you to give your service for free. We're asking for maybe a little bit of your time, a little bit of support. We talk about maybe an hour a week, maybe an hour a month. It doesn't have to be. You can decide what is the frequency, and you can decide what is the expertise that comes so easy for you, and maybe could be a life-saving tool or resource for someone who doesn't have it, right? So I think it's important to mention that anyone can give something. You just
For
have to
sure.
say, I'm willing, right? I'm willing to do it. I want to actually share. And this is, we ask you actually the process. Well, I'm going to ask you, what is the process? So if I'm a business expert or I am a nonprofit and I hear this video, this live, and I want to participate and to be part of the solution, what do I have to do?
So I think, Natalie, you'll be sharing the link to the landing page, correct?
Yes.
And on the landing
Yes.
page, we have all sorts of information. We have links to fill out the necessary form. There's a form for the nonprofits. There's a form for the business experts. We will then review all the applications, and we will match up the nonprofit with a business expert. We have 2 calls planned. One is for the 12th and the second one is the 18th. Is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, people can choose which one's more convenient for them, when we will discuss with them more about the initiative and also about the online summit that we have planned for the 5th, 6th, and 7th of October. We didn't choose those dates randomly. Where you will be interviewed, showcased. Not everybody. We have to choose from the applicants because we don't have enough time for everybody. But everybody will have the opportunity to showcase their skills, their work, their product, their business, their nonprofit. There's going to be exposure for everybody. And I'm really, really excited. I was really excited, but after our call last week, when we spoke to the members of our community and the feedback that we got and the level of excitement and how many people rushed, we already have a whole list of volunteers. We would love more, and we would love nonprofits to apply. So
amazing. Yeah. So it's really about what you said. It's about, this is, of course, we want this to be like a win-win for everyone, right? So it's a win for the nonprofit, obviously, because the nonprofit is going to get an expertise. It's a win for the business expert because the business expert is going to get to contribute. But we also want this to be, like you said, with the online summit, which, by the way, is happening on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of October. That's okay. It's around the 7th. That is for sure. And it's actually the opportunity to showcase not only the business expert, not only the nonprofit, but also it's a message to everyone to say, you see, if you want to do something, it's possible. You don't have to go and start your own nonprofit. You don't have to give a lot of money. You don't have to give a lot of time. You can just do a little bit to contribute. And I think that that's going to be the message of the online summit, that we want everyone to participate in.
For sure. Like I always say, like my favorite saying is, there's power in a butterfly's wings and we are all butterflies. Every little bit of effort has impact. Don't ever think that what you're doing is not enough. Whatever you can do.
Exactly.
Right?
Amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Martine. I'm so happy to be on this journey with you. It makes it so much more.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And I hope that we're going to have even more experts that join us, even more nonprofits that ask us for help. and whatever good we
Absolutely.
can do in the world is going to be already great.
Fabulous. Absolutely. Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you, Martine. We'll share the link, and we will see you in the online summit on October 6th to 8th. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.